a quiet summer night in 1912, 8 people went to bed inside a small farmhouse in Iowa. By morning, every single one of them was dead. There were no screams, no gunshots, no neighbors heard a thing. The killer didn't rush. They moved slowly, calmly, and disappeared into the night. More than 100 years later, no one knows who did it. This is the terrifying true story of the Villisca Axe Murders.
In 1912, Villisca, Iowa, was the kind of town where nothing bad was supposed to happen. It was small, quiet, the kind of place where doors were rarely locked and everyone knew their neighbors. Families worked hard, went to church on Sundays, and believed that evil existed somewhere far away. Not here. That belief would be shattered on the night of June 9th, 1912. Josiah Moore was a successful businessman. He owned a farm equipment store and was well respected in town. He lived in a modest farmhouse with his wife, Sarah, and their 4 children. On the evening of June 9th, 2 neighborhood girls were invited to stay the night after a church event. 8 people were inside the house that night. No one knew it would be their last. That evening seemed completely normal. The family returned home from church. They talked. They laughed. They prepared for bed. Lights were turned off. Doors were closed. Silence filled the house. Sometime after midnight, someone entered the home. No struggle was heard. No cries for help. Only silence. Investigators later believed the killer waited until everyone was asleep. An axe was taken from the Moore family's own property. Room by room, the attacker moved through the house. What's chilling is not just what happened, but how it happened. The killer covered mirrors, pulled down curtains, moved with intention, not panic. This was not random rage. This felt controlled. The next morning, neighbors grew concerned. The house was unusually quiet. No one came outside. No movement. When they entered the home, they found a scene that would haunt Villisca forever. 8 lives gone, an entire household wiped out. The town fell into shock. Fear spread instantly. Because if this could happen here, it could happen to anyone. As investigators examined the house, they noticed strange details. Food had been left behind. The axe appeared to have been cleaned. The killer may have stayed inside the house after the murders. Nothing was stolen. No clear motive. Even worse, the crime scene was badly contaminated. Neighbors walked through the house. Souvenirs were taken. Any chance of solid evidence was slipping away. Several suspects were questioned: a traveling preacher, a local businessman, even a serial killer believed to be active at the time. Confessions were made, then taken back. Trials were held, then collapsed. No physical evidence ever tied anyone to the crime. Each theory raised more questions than answers. Years later, investigators noticed something unsettling. Similar axe murders had occurred across multiple states. Entire families, killed in their sleep, axes taken from the property. Some believe Villisca was just one stop in a much darker journey. But without proof, the truth remained out of reach. Today, the Villisca house still stands. People claim to hear footsteps, children's voices, doors opening on their own. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is undeniable. Something terrible happened here, and it was never resolved. Over a century has passed. Technology has changed. Forensics have evolved. But the killer of 8 sleeping people was never caught. Someone walked into that house that night and walked away. Who were they? And how did they vanish without a trace? Some crimes fade with time. Others refuse to be forgotten. The Villisca Axe Murders remain one of America's darkest mysteries. What do you think really happened?